But hey, y'all, I'm not going to hold y'all long. Once our guests get in here, I'm going to let them on up. We're going to get it rolling and keep it moving tonight, honey. What's going on, Monroe? Coming up. You've been in a slump too, Knox? It's real out here. It is real out here for a pimp. I'm gonna give my folks a few more minutes to come in. Let me see who all in here first, cause the folks might be in here. Oh no, they ain't got in here yet. Hey, Zaki, is that how you pronounce it, Zaki? Or is it Zaki, Zakai? All right, y'all. I'm gonna figure out something. Friends and foes, saints and sinners, guys, gals, and guests. Welcome to LGBTQ plus Singles Live. I'm your host, Bree Star. Hi. So we typically start the show with me giving an update on my own personal love life. If you're new here, I recently went through a breakup like 2 months ago. Yeah, child, it's been about 2 months. I was just saying that I've come out of my slump. I realize that now I'm coming out of my slump over the past, last week and maybe some of the week before. I was in a bit of a slump. I was in a bit of a depression, honey. I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling the people, honey. But still put on a good face. Now, I can see clear. The rain is gone. Honey, I'm not going to get too into detail. Yeah, I know, honey. We're not going to be doing too much of me discussing my dating life as of right now because I'm still living with my ex. Me and him came to the agreement. Me being a romantic, at some point, I'm going to want to start developing those connections again. And him being a man, at some point, he's going to want those urges fulfilled. So we have decided to not share our dating lives with each other. For now, that might change. Don't know. But as of right now, I don't want him finding out. He watches my videos. I'm not trying to cause nobody no hurt or no trauma. I'm definitely working on moving out, but I don't know. I don't know what'll come first, the chicken or the egg. But I will tell you this. I've been recording. I've been recording my progress, honey. I've been recording everything that's going on. So, if you fuck with me on YouTube, then, you're going to be able to keep up with what's going on in my dating life, honey. Yeah. Thank you, Zaki. I'm doing good. How are you doing? Oh, we have a guest in here. Are you ready to come on, love? I hope you're ready to come on because, honey, I'm about to invite you on. 'Cause, 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 honey So we shall see. We shall see. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, friend. How are you?
I'm good, and you?
I can't complain. Give us your name and your pronouns, please.
My name is. I don't have.
Are you settled? Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. I couldn't hear you a second ago. Is there somewhere you can sit your phone down?
Maybe. I
Just
didn't realize you were gonna invite me right away.
I didn't either. It's all very random how these things work sometimes. I'm sorry if you weren't ready. I'm sorry. Can we see your face? Oh, I like your outfit. Can we see your face? Can you put the phone up on your face a little more?
I don't know. This is the best I can do, I think.
Okay, okay. We can.
Coming back here.
Oh, that's
Like,
better. That's better. We can make it work. So give us your name and your pronouns, friend.
my name is Jade, and you can use she or her.
And Jade, how old are you?
I am 31.
Okay. What area are you located in? If you're not comfortable giving an exact city, then you could give us a state or a region.
We're in the DMV, and like Baltimore, Annapolis, like kind of area.
Gotcha. What is your B day or your zodiac sign?
Cancer, and my birthday is 4th of July.
Oh, wow. So how is that? I'm curious. How has that been having a birthday that's on a national holiday? Like how does that work out for you?
Really, really, like birthdays are like, I don't know, somebody else always like hijacks them, like no matter what I want to do, somebody else has to like make me do something. I don't know.
So you feel like your birthday typically gets overshadowed for the holiday.
Yeah, but it's okay because people are cool about it, you know.
I dig it. I dig it. And what is your sexual orientation?
I am pan.
Pansexual?
Yeah, or bi, if nobody understands that.
I dig it. I get it. I'm another panny. So I definitely get it. And what do you do for a living, Jay?
I work for a unnamed Fortune 500 company, but I count somebody else's money. Like that's all you need to know. Like I don't get it. I don't get the money. Like they have it. But I count. So I'm not gonna say which one. Out of privacy.
I respect it. I respect it. You definitely don't have to share that much. And why would you say that you are single?
I don't know because I've been on online dating like probably more than half my life at this point, and um, it's always the same people. Like if I come back, like I'll come back a few years later. It's like the same people, more grown up, who are still single and still committed to finding somebody to be committed to, and still can't do it. Like so, I was like, okay, well, I guess it's part of growing up, but
You said online dating. So, why online dating specifically? Have you ever tried like dating people that you meet out in public?
when I lived in other places, like when I was younger, yeah, but
You
it's different here, the culture.
so you're not from the DMV originally?
I'm from Baltimore, but like I've spent time in so many different cities in my life, like
Okay, where are some of the places you've lived?
Chicago, Montana, Texas. I went all over. But I was younger then. I could get away with it. You know, I'm an old lady now. You know, right.
I I wouldn't say that. We're in the same age group, and I definitely don't think I'm old. Not yet. So, how long have you been single?
Um, I guess since like 2019, probably. Yeah, that makes sense.
You broke up in your most recent relationship in 2019.
Yeah.
Would you say that you're ready for love?
Am I ready for love? I'm ready for like anybody who's like attracted to me. Like that's not enough for me to say I love you, you know? So like with that in mind, you know, like people get the wrong idea. Like I wanted to talk to you about your video on I won't say his first name, but you already know what I'm talking about. It was from 2 days ago, and this man had reached out to you in a way that seemed like, hey, you know, like I like what you're about. Like I did, like, hey, I like what you're about. I think this is a great idea.
Right.
Um, and the way he had interacted with you, it had just like, oh, I would be somebody who would say that's somebody who's not mature enough in maybe their own feelings, you know, whether it's because of the culture or what have you. And I don't know. So
So you think that plays an effect on your love life, that culture?
the the nice way to say it is like sometimes people are not necessarily ready to have an emotional attachment with somebody, and you know they want the friends with benefits but not the friends, you know. So
Yeah.
if that's like what somebody's interested in, like more power to you, you know, like that's kind of what your video got at, you know, like.
No,
But
I'm glad that you appreciate it because that's exactly what it was for me. It goes a bit deeper, but for me, it's ultimately I'm aware of grinder culture. I'm aware of hookup culture. I know how it works, um, and I'm conscious in when I'm in those spaces to not put myself out in that way because I don't want that attention. And even still I get the unsolicited nudes and things like that, and I roll with it,
yeah,
because like I said in my video and like I said to Glenn, there are decent people on these apps, you know. Some some of the people fall into the cracks of the culture. Some of the people are so into the culture that they don't have faith that people like me exist. But at the end of the day, I don't want to be disrespected if I don't put out that energy. And the thing that wasn't mentioned in that video is that I had already told Glenn that I wasn't interested, on the actual app. I told him on Grinder that I wasn't interested, and then
right.
he came into my Instagram inbox and was attempting to be manipulative. So that's what hurt
Yeah,
my feelings. And ultimately, it feels really bad to me as a trans woman. I think that a lot of men, well, men over sexualize women in general. Trans women, we are commonly seen as a fetish and just that. Can't put it all on society. A lot of my sisters are sex
yeah,
workers.
yeah,
Um,
and
but
people know it now, you know, like so.
but at the end of the day, um, don't disrespect me. Don't stereotype me. Don't put me in that box. If I'm not giving you that impression or that energy, then don't meet me anywhere below me, basically.
Yeah,
Um,
that particular man we were talking about, he was definitely out of line, and it would be easy for me to say, okay, I forgive him because he's immature and doesn't know what he's doing, maybe, you know. But that being said, I think guys who are specifically interested in either trans women or some, you know, definition that we have now of that kind of school of the spectrum, those men get a very bad rap and not a lot of credit. So I don't know if it's really my place to say if they deserve credit or not, but
I honestly, in my experience, keep in mind that I am trained to psychoanalyze people. In my experience, I've learned that we don't owe those guys shit. That's just like saying that men in general, they're at the top, they're above anybody who identifies as male is going to be above me in this society on the societal totem pole
really, you truly feel that way?
based on patriarchy and
Yeah.
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 um but I don't want to get into that. We could definitely get into all of that another time. I want to make
Sure.
this
Sure.
all about you.
Oh,
um
great. So I would say my thing to say to that would be, yeah, I might not owe a guy anything, but I would feel better if like maybe a guy was interested in me, and it kind of goes back to the, you're attracted to me, but that's not necessarily enough. Um, I would let them know like, yo, your feelings are totally valid, and I think you're great for being attracted to, trans folk or people,
no, men are commonly attracted to trans women. um you being immature, you wasting my time, you disrespecting me, i make I make no excuses for
Yeah.
that. Work on yourself before you start attempting to develop connections with other people, especially somebody of my caliber, because you may end up online on several platforms looking a damn fool. um
Mhm.
but like I said, I want to keep it moving. You said that you've been single since 2019.
Yes.
We've got Jade here, she, her pronouns. How do you identify as far as gender?
Gender, I am self-aware enough to just like love myself. So, when that question comes up, it's like I don't have to be enough for anybody else. So, like that kind of question, like if I say, I am a trans woman, and that's something I have put a lot of thought into. Like I know a lot of guys, like if you offer them a single like estradiol pill, they would like run away, like run out the front door and run down the street, but like for somebody to like put thought into something like that, like to take the estradiol or what have you, the antigen, and so I don't know if that's a good answer.
So do you identify as a trans woman, or do you really not identify at all?
I usually just do none. Like if it's an option, just none.
I got you, and I absolutely respect that. What would you consider some of
I'm sorry, I'm having trouble hearing you.
let me know when you're ready.
I'm having trouble hearing you.
Can you all hear me in the chat? Can you hear me now? Oh my goodness, is my Wi-Fi messing up? Hi, can you hear me? No,
A little bit. A little bit.
you can hear me a little bit.
Yeah.
Um, it was a little spotty in and out. Is it better now,
A little
everybody?
bit.
It's better now.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what changed. I didn't move or anything. What would you consider some of your strengths?
Me personally,
Yes.
um, let's talk about that later. That's such like a generic question. Like you could have said dream car, like
Okay. You don't have to answer in any question that I ask.
yeah.
But this is the typical format of how the show goes. It's just basic questions about who you are and what you want. Nothing is to be overthought or anything like that. I'm not trying to I just want people to give people the opportunity to highlight themselves.
Okay.
Um, would you say that you have any weaknesses?
Um, like there's a part of me who is too quick to see good where there isn't any.
Okay. I got that impression earlier when you were talking. I think you were trying to make that point. No,
What's that?
you can't hear me again.
A little bit.
Oh my goodness. I hope it's not ruined. Could you describe your ideal partner?
Someone who knows the difference between right and wrong, and somebody who's spends so much time on themselves that it's like they can spend so much time talking about it, you know?
So somebody who's like passionate.
Yeah, and that's like a good feeling when somebody just has to tell you something, you know?
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah.
I dig it. What are your deal breakers? Do you have any?
Deal breakers? Oh yeah, easily. Yeah.
Share, please.
The deal breakers themselves? I don't know, walk on eggshells before you I mean, I want people to be like totally blunt and honest, but like if it's not for me, it's not for me. Like, you know.
I get it. I get it. And would you consider yourself more of a dominant or a submissive personality in relationships?
Definitely submissive, but it's like there's always like a dynamic that it only like sort of falls in that category. You know, it's not like a BDSM thing or anything.
I get it. I get it. Um, do you have any appearance preferences for a partner? Do you prefer someone who's masculine presenting, feminine presenting, androgynous?
I don't really have any hangups to like talk to people, but if somebody really wanted to know about that, we could talk personally, you know, but we could still be friends, you know.
You don't want to share your appearance preferences with us?
No, not exactly. Because, you know, like somebody can never be the person I made up in my head. So it's not fair for me, you know.
I wasn't asking. I was asking for like a basic, like especially in the sense of, or do you even have a preference regarding feminine presenting and things like that? If you don't have a physical preference, that's fine.
Oh, I have a good answer for that. Like if it's somebody who's into cross dressing, whether they do it themselves or if they're just interested in it, that's
Hmm.
usually somebody I know I can have a lot of things to talk about, you know. So that's usually a plus sign, I guess. So,
Okay, so you do enjoy cross dressing. That's like something you typically do in your free time.
yes.
Dig it. I dig it. Is physical intimacy important to you in relationships?
Uh, I'm one of those people who's like, oh, I want to make my partner happy.
Okay, I get that. I get that. Would you say that you're overall like a people pleaser?
In my everyday life, yeah, like answer the phone and all that, yeah.
I, when and you don't have to answer this question. Like I said, you don't have to answer any of them. But I like to ask a spicy question here and there. When was the last time that you were physically intimate with somebody? When's the last time you had sex?
Oh, that's a great question. Just, but is there like a greater than or less than? Is there
You can share with us whatever you like.
whatever the highest greater than is or whatever, you know, like if they ask a question and it's like longer than XYZ this many years, you know, or whatever. So pick
It's
that one. Yeah.
it's been years.
What's that?
You said it's been years.
You know, COVID happened and all that, you know.
I completely get it.
Yeah,
I completely get it, and I respect it as well. Definitely. I'm not sure, had I not been in a relationship during that time, I'm not
yeah.
sure I've been involved with people either. What is your dating age range?
I'm sorry.
Do you have a dating age range? Do you prefer to date people between
I
the
could tell you if you're too young, I'll just tell you up front, like I think it's inappropriate for somebody my age to be with somebody 10 years younger, you know.
Okay, so definitely not 21. Do you have a low as far as age?
No, I won't put it that way because like I said on online dating, people grow up, like you know, people change. So maybe my feelings will change later. Maybe I'll be like, yeah, give me a 25-year-old when I'm an older lady, you know. Like I don't know, but
But as of right now, you don't really have an age range.
I will say if you're like 10 years younger than me, I would just feel bad even like entertaining you. Like, yeah.
I get it. I get it, and I respect it. Um, do you want kids in the future?
Little children, I often think about having a son or a daughter, but it's not something like people our age are not always into getting married and having a family. So it's not a yes or a no, you know.
You feel the same about marriage? It's not a yes or no.
I've always been somebody who is like, oh, I'm gonna have the picket fence and the 8 kids running in the yard and the neighbors who all hate me and all that. You know what I mean? I always thought I was gonna be that person, and it's just not like in our cards. I guess I don't know.
It could be potentially if that's what you want. Um, but if your desires have changed, then they're not the traditional. That's Do you have an income requirement for anyone that you date? Would you prefer the people who are watching, who are interested in hitting you up, or would you prefer them to make a certain amount?
No, because I've always had the philosophy of everybody's gonna get a turn with the cash. Like it's gonna happen for somebody. You know?
I dig it. I dig it. Would you prefer night in, night out?
What's that?
Would you prefer a night in or a night out?
Um, Night out.
Night out.
Yeah.
You're extroverted. You like to party.
I really value my alone time, but I'm like tactful and entertaining enough to be outside around people, you know, like, and I don't really drink, but like I could be around drunk people and like making sure they don't fall over, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, that's sweet.
I
That's
guess. I
nice.
don't know, maybe.
I, by my definition, I think so. Do you know your love languages?
I don't think I've ever been asked that before, so no.
Okay, I think it's interesting to look up. I thought it was cool when I found out what my love languages were. Would you would you be open to relocating for love?
I'm sorry.
Would you be open to relocating for love?
Yes.
And this is the last question. What would make you an ideal partner?
My ideal partner, well, I have to give the easy answer of like, you know, the tall
What would make
and they can
what
change shape and there's a lot of I don't know, some kind of flying ability or something. I don't know, that's the person I made up in my head, right?
I mean, I was asking what would make you a great partner to someone else.
Oh, what would make me a great partner to someone else?
Yeah.
Just like Mariah Carey said something about having a rock, you know? And I'm a pretty solid person and people usually pick up on that. So, yeah.
You're trustworthy, loyal, you mean?
I like even those things aside, it's just like keeping it blunt is usually enough for somebody. Like if I'm gonna tell you what you need to hear, sometimes it's not always gonna be the right thing, but it's gonna be, enough for you to feel more comfortable around me and know that, you know what I mean? I'm just solid, look after you. Yeah.
I dig it. I dig it. So you're like caring, the caring type.
Yeah, I don't bullshit people. Like, I'll just tell you up straight. Like I had a friend who, wanted to do all these things, and I'm like, no, you need to, any money you think about doing that, you need to put towards getting your license back and getting your car, like that. So I'm not gonna like let you hurt yourself.
You're the friend who tries to protect other friends from self-destructing.
I just want everybody to succeed, you know? Yeah.
I appreciate that. I appreciate
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So so let the people, because this will get edited and it will get posted on YouTube and on here and on TikTok. So let the people know how they can best get in touch with you as far as social media.
Um Instagram here. So that's me at the top, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you want me to give them your name?
That's fine. Instagram's good.
It's XO underscore never underscore jaded. That's
Yeah.
XO underscore NEVER underscore JADED. That's it, right?
Yeah.
Thank you again, Jade, for coming on. Thanks for keeping your promise. Thank you.
Bye now.
Talk to you later. Hey, friends. Kama Sutra. Kama Sutra Life. Hey, Kama Sutra Life. Ask me, what is my love language? Touch, giving and receiving. I'm very affectionate. And acts of service. I like to do things for my partner. I like to. Uh, Jade was saying that she advocates for her friends to n- be productive and not self-destruct. I'm that friend who's I'll give you advice if I know you'll follow it, but I'm that partner that we're a team. So if I see that you lacking, I'm just going to pick it up. I'll give you an example. If my partner's not a great cook, or if my partner's dieting, or whatever, I'd handle that. I used to cook professionally. I grew up cooking. I've been cooking since I was 8. That is a typical act of service that's been appreciated in 75% of my relationships. I dated a professional chef before, so my cooking skills were null and void in that relationship. Quality time is a huge one for me. Knox, Knox said all of them, all of the love languages. Quality time is a huge one for me. More so when I was younger than it is now. Now that I've gotten older, with age, I've adopted this security in being alone and having a long time, versus when I was younger, I was a lot more extroverted, never liked to be alone, never liked doing anything alone. So yeah, I wouldn't say that quality of time is one of my love languages, but it's definitely something that I provided in my relationships. I mean, shit, I do it for a living. And it's something that I've appreciated. I definitely need a person's time. If you're too busy for me, or too busy when you're with me, that's going to cause me to lose interest really quick. Let's see, because we had another person scheduled to come in. Hi, Miles. We had another person scheduled to come on. I don't see them in. I don't see them in here. If you're in here and I'm not seeing you, say something in the chat. Miles, it's you, Miles. Are you ready to come on, Miles? Are you ready? I don't want to sneak attack you like I did Jade. I don't think Jade was ready. Thank you again, Jade, for coming on. I'm about to bring you on, love. I'm about to bring you on now. So I hope you're ready. Hi,
Hey,
how are you?
hi, how are you?
I'm
Oh
well.
my gosh, I'm really happy that I'm getting to talk to you because I be watching on TikTok and you lit. You are lit. Have me cracking up. That last video you posted about cussing, that one cracked me up.
You liked it. Thank you.
I
Thank
did.
you, friend. I'm learning to get comfortable in front of this camera. Thank you. Thank you so much. So could you give us a little more light? I'm getting glimpses of a pretty face, but I want to see more. Let the people see you.
Oh, sorry. I don't know what the hell to do. Hold on. Turn on all the lights. Hey. Sorry, I just got off for work, so this is what I
That
look
is
like.
that is much better, and I completely understand. So give the people your name and your pronouns, love.
So my name is Miles. My pronouns are he, him. That's it. Yeah, there we go. I'm from
I,
West Africa, Liberia. Um, that's it. Yep.
you said that you're in West Africa.
I'm from West Africa.
Okay, how long have you been in the States? Are you
Ethnically, I was born here. Ethnically, I was
okay?
born.
Okay, I dig it. I dig it. Liberian in the building. All right.
Pride.
And where are you located now? What area are you in now, Miles?
I'm in DC.
Okay. All right. Shout out to the DMV, honey. We in the building. And what kind of work do you do? We see that you got a job. What kind of work do you do?
I'm a medical assistant. I know how to take care of people. I can take
Yeah.
care of men. Let me stop. Let me stop. Let me stop. Let me stop. Let me stop.
So why would you say that you're single, Miles?
I would say that I'm single is because I love too hard, and some people can't handle it.
I get that answer. How long have you been single?
I've been single for 2 years now.
How long was that relationship before y'all broke up?
It was a year. It was my first relationship ever.
I didn't even ask you this, Miles. How old are you?
I'm 24. I'm about to turn 25.
Yes, I knew we had a baby in the building. Yeah, shout out to the new generation, babe. Um,
Look,
so
new
but
generation of bad bitches.
I ain't mad at it, honey. We paved the way for y'all to come through stomping, bitch, and y'all are. I live for it.
Thank you.
So, was the 1 year relationship? Has that been your longest relationship thus far?
The only one.
Oh, that's been your first relationship.
Yeah, it was.
I get it. I definitely get it. What would you consider to be some of your strengths, Miles?
My strengths. I'm a hard worker. Communication is key for me. Like that's my strength, and that's a requirement for me. I communicate. I like to communicate. I like to talk. I like to put everything out on the table. If you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get it, and I can understand why you dig me because I will lay that shit on that table, honey. What would you consider to be some of your weaknesses?
My weaknesses. Hmm. My weaknesses is that I don't have any weaknesses. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I would say that a weakness of mine would be that I'm too open sometimes. Like Like, you know, like I give people the benefit of a doubt. Everybody gets the benefit of a doubt. And that's that.
Baby, want to remind you, if you don't, I don't know if you have people reminding you in your life or not, I really don't care, but I'm here to remind you that, baby, this energy you giving me and this face that you giving me, you deserve everything and all, honey. Don't be giving these people no whole bunch of chances, wasting your goddamn time, honey.
Listen, the last one that somebody just started talking to was very hot and cold, and I watched a TikTok that said that stop giving people chances because they know what the fuck they doing.
Yep, yep. I don't even have to go no further. I think you got it. What can you describe your ideal partner for us?
My ideal partner would be someone someone who's honest. Yeah, someone who's honest, hardworking, and open-minded. Let's say that. Yeah.
I appreciate those. I appreciate those. What are your deal breakers?
My deal breakers. A deal breaker for me is any type of like self-hatred or like when I say self-hatred, I'm talking about like the the ones that we put in the profile, no fats, no films, no da da da. That's what I'm talking about. And then also people who no, this is actually a firm one. People who are transphobic that don't want to admit it though, but they are.
I respect that. Thank you for being an ally, Miles.
Oh no. Listen, it don't make sense to me how somebody can be transphobic and then still like how can a minority be against another minority? It don't make no sense.
Yeah, it confuses me and how Black people are transphobic too. But
Uh,
but it's about you, Miles. This is about you. Would you consider yourself more? Oh, we still describing your partner. I'm sorry. Do you have any appearance preferences when it comes to a partner?
um, tall,
What would you consider tall?
taller than me. I'm 5'10", so it gotta be like at least 6 foot, 6 foot and up.
Okay. Okay.
But I'm also like, but I'm not like hard pressed on that. I mean, the deal breaker with height is 5'8", so
5'8" and below. I don't knock nobody preferences. We all have them.
hey,
Do you, I didn't even ask you this, Miles. How how do you identify as far as sexual orientation?
I'm gay.
Okay. And I needed to know this for the next question. Do you prefer a man to be masculine presenting, feminine presenting? Do you have
Mass, mass,
um
presenting.
I respect that. I respect that. Um is physical intimacy important to you in a relationship?
Absolutely, absolutely.
What when is the last time that you've been physically intimate with someone?
Damn. Um, Yasmin, get off the live. Thank you very much. Um, let's say about 2 months ago. Yeah, say 2 months.
Okay, that's not bad. Not bad at all. You know, not too backed up. You know, you probably can't start uh, a four wheeler with that energy. You know, yeah, you ain't too backed up. Would you consider yourself more of a dominant or a submissive personality in relationships?
Oh, it really depends. I'm submissive, but don't try me.
You can switch it up.
Yeah, I'm submissive. I'm very submissive, but don't try me. Don't like, don't try me.
So you need somebody who is gonna be dominant and be able to tame you? Like, is that the impression I'm getting?
There we go. Yep. There's that. That's that. Yep.
I ain't mad at all. I ain't mad at all. What is your age range for dating, Miles?
23 to 33.
I like that age range for you. I like that age range for you. It sounds very mature. I dig it. Um, do you see yourself getting married or having kids in the future?
I do. I do actually.
I dig it. Me, I don't know about the kids part, but marriage, I see that being a possibility for me. You know, I know Jade killed all of our spirits for the people who's open to marriage, but you know, some of us still believe we holding on to that dollar and that dream, honey. Do
Oh,
you
we
have
got
do you have any income requirements for a partner?
income. Oof. Mm, no, not really. They have to be a professional though. A professional.
I respect it. I respect it. Maintain your boundaries and your status. I mean, your status. Maintain your boundaries and your standards because, like I said, love, you deserve it. You fuck with me, so you deserve it. Um, night night in or night out.
Both. We gotta mix it up. We gotta mix it up.
I like you, Miles. Do you know your love languages?
I do. Um, acts of service and words of affirmation.
Love it. Are you willing to relocate for love, or do they have to be in the DMV area?
Relocate. Not within the next year. I'm about to graduate soon, but it's a possibility.
Where are you graduating from? College?
Yeah,
Bachelor's?
bachelor's.
Congrats, congrats. You
Thank
scheduled to graduate with the upcoming class?
No, well, no, fall of 2023.
Still keep it moving, keep it going. What are you studying?
I'm a psych major.
You better come on through, Miles. I told you I knew I liked you, Miles, honey.
Why? What happened? You a psych major too?
I'm a psychiatric counselor. That's what I do for a living. That's my day job.
We love this. We love
Yes,
this.
yes. You know, I was helping the girls get their lives together for free. I said, why not make a job out of it?
You got to. You got to be here for people sometimes.
I was going to ask you, where do you see yourself in 5 years? But I imagine 5 years from now, yourself working on your career, right?
Yeah, I see myself have my own practice.
Work, work. I see that for you, Miles. I definitely see that for you. We're going to put that into the universe. My final question for you, friend. It seemed like this one went by so quick, y'all, didn't it? Um, what would make you a great partner for somebody else?
Mm. I love you. I can tell you this. You ain't gonna never have to question my loyalty. I'm a Capricorn.
There y'all got it, people. This is Miles. Miles, tell the people the best way to get it. You got another one for us, Miles?
Yeah, I got another one. Listen to this.
Go ahead.
I got another. I got another deal breaker for y'all.
Go
Ain't no
ahead.
fire sign. Ain't no fire signs. Ain't no fire signs. Ain't no air signs. There we go.
Miles, baby,
Listen,
baby, the fire
huh?
sign fired up right now. They's not feeling that, honey. Tell the people the best way to get in touch with you, Miles.
Instagram. Yeah, Instagram's the best way to get in contact with me. So you see it right there. It's up there. That's the best way.
Well, I'm going to spell it out to them because in the edit on YouTube, they won't be able to see it. But yeah, if y'all want to reach out to Miles, you can find Miles on Instagram. Look
Wait,
at
who's Trinidaddy? Wait, who's Trinidaddy? Who's that? Who is that?
You better keep your hands off Trini Daddy. He's spoken for.
He's spoken for.
He is. He is.
He said keep the interview going. I want to see what's going on. You said he's spoken for. I'm not one of them girls. I'm not one of them girls. I'm saying. I want to see.
I'm joking. Me and Trini Daddy are just friends. Definitely feel free to link with anybody that comes on the platform, even if it's not a romantic connection. I always encourage my people to build community amongst ourselves, because we're stronger together than separate.
Oh my gosh. Wait, so I have a question for you. Okay, I just have one question for you. One question. What made you start doing TikTok?
COVID, was fired from my job, depressed. Everybody else around me was constantly on TikTok. I'd never been a social media girl like that. Got on TikTok, got addicted. Me being a big fucking mouth that I am, I couldn't keep quiet. Next thing you know, videos started getting views. People started hitting me up about opportunities, and now I am considering being a public figure for a living.
I love that for you. I feel like you are it. You are it. Like I had a terrible day today, but today, right now, I was excited because remember I was supposed to be on last week.
You did, you were. And see, I never reveal those teas. So I'm glad that you did tell the people that you flaked on us last.
No, I forgot. As soon as I looked, it was 11 o'clock, and he was like, ... I was like, oh, shit. Next week, love. Next week. And I was like, okay. Great.
I understand that life comes up. That's why I typically schedule more people than I know I'm going to have time for. And if everybody shows up, then I just have to make time. Yeah. But Miles, I appreciate you. Y'all link up with Miles. You can find Miles on Instagram at Look at Miles, all one word, LOOKATMILES. Look at Miles. Thank you again, friend. Thank you again. I will be following, honey. I will be following. Leave me a comment or something, because the TikTok friends is crazy. So leave me a comment on one of my videos or something so that I can find. We're already friends on TikTok, ain't we?
We are.
Okay, so don't even pay that no mind. But I will follow you on here if I'm not already.
And we love this. We love a queen. We love a following queen. Yes. Work.
Yes, it's all about community. I wouldn't have this platform without y'all.
Don't leave me. Y'all know what my thing at. Go ahead, hit me up.
Yeah, go ahead, hit Miles up. Miles is officially a part of our community, y'all. And sorry I ain't got more for y'all. That's the end of the show. But I'm gonna let Miles go before I wrap up. Miles, I'm gonna drop you off. Yeah, y'all, that's it. Had another guest scheduled to come on. He owns his own business. I'm really excited for him to come on. I hope that he can make it on at some point. But being somebody who owns his own business, it is very possible that he got tied up with that. If you're watching the playback, I hope you can make it on with us next week. I know that the people here would love you, and I personally would love to get to know you. For all of y'all know how I feel about you. Y'all know y'all keep a bitch going, honey. And y'all know the vibes. Peace, love, and blessings.